How long should my runs be is a question that actually almost made me quit at the beginning, just until I realized that I was looking this at the wrong way, because it was not kilometers, it was minutes, what I had to care about. And this question actually stressed me out a lot, and I didn't understand why. And the answer was simple. It was the internet. The internet is always pushing long runs, distance runs. You always see your favorite influencer saying, I went for my long run, I did 15 kilometers today. That starts to mess with you. And you start comparing with these people. So then I wonder, if it is not the training that I see online, then what should I be looking for? Once I started looking into that, I realized that the answer for that is actually adaptation. You have to change your focus. Nothing like a morning coffee. You have to change your focus. You have to set the right expectations and create a solid base where you can start building upon. If you're starting, you cannot think about going for a 15 kilometers long run. Instead, you need to prepare your body to actually be able to, at some point, run that distance. So the first thing you need to do is stop thinking about when I'm going to be like these other people that I'm watching online. And notice that I said that you need to build the foundation. As in any construction, you need to lay first the foundation so you can start building. And those foundations are actually not the nice part, because nobody sees the progress, but you know that if you don't have that, you will crash your building. So you need to adapt your body for this new thing that you're going to start doing. In this case, run. How do I complete this adaptation, right? That is the next question. How can I tell my body to adapt to this new thing? If it is not distance, then what? I could only adapt my body to this new habit once I realized that time is actually more important than distance. And then is where I understood that at the beginning, how long they are should not be measured in kilometers but minutes. And how does this work? Well, in any beginner training plan, you will find that you will not run right away, like certain distance. No, you're going to run for minutes. You start running for 1 minute and then you take a break for 1 minute. The break could be walking, the break could be standing still, but that is the basic idea. And then you're going to start progressing from there, which is actually make you feel like, oh my god, last week I was running only for 1 minute and today I'm running for 2 minutes, and suddenly you're running for 5 minutes straight and life starts feeling amazing and you feel like the king of the world. And then so you will be running for 15 minutes straight, and then you will switch and you will understand, oh, if I've been running for 15 minutes, how long is that in distance? And it turns out that you're running for 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, which is amazing. But you had to first focus about time at the beginning. So that is why the answer to how long my run should be is actually measured in minutes, not kilometers. And then some myths started to fall apart. If you're a runner, you cannot stop. You need to start running now and come back in 5 kilometers. If you stop, you're not training well. You're going to start hearing a lot of things that how running should be, how running should not. If you already took your shoes and went out, you're already a runner, so I don't care what everybody else thinks. But when you start to understand that if you want to progress properly at the beginning, you need to start slow, wait for 2 minutes, is when I realized that actually it is okay to stop and walk from time to time. Your sessions doesn't have to be an all-in type of session. Actually, once you continue your journey in running, you will find out that resting and running easy is going to be the 80% of your training. It is okay and it is necessary to actually take breaks. Right now there will be minutes in a session, like stopping between running times, but someday it will be recovery days. Someday it will be a whole week after a race. You will have to stop always if you want to recover, if you want to progress. You will need to understand and embrace recovery, because that is the way how you progress. You push your body, you wait for it to recover, to learn, to adapt to that training session you had, and then it is going to respond properly and it will give you more power for you to run. But you need to understand that it is okay to take breaks. It is okay to stop and walk from time to time. And finally, I learned that frequency is more important than duration. One thing people don't realize when they're starting any type of sport or any type of new thing is that you need to first create a habit of doing the thing. Because if you don't have the habit, if you lack motivation, you will not do it. You simply won't do it. I mean, you don't create the habit, you will do it for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you will just quit. So my first goal was actually to create a habit. That is just showing up every day, going for those easy sessions at the beginning. Once you have been for a while, 3 to 4 weeks training, now your body has that habit of going out and running, and you don't have to care about the motivation to go out. You just know that that is something you're going to do, and then you will be able to start adding stuff to your training. You won't have to actually think about those things because you have created the habit, and that is only if you keep your frequency if you keep consistent with your training. So my goal at the beginning was not being faster, although I wanted to. I understood that I didn't want to be faster. I didn't want to go for very big long runs. I just wanted to be able to adapt myself to that new habit of running. And after showing up every day, suddenly I just started to see the progress, and I didn't have to push it, which is amazing. Just by doing the same thing every day, your body starts to adapt to give you more and more power. You start to feel, okay, this is my thing. But the battle was first with your mind. You had to go out first and run. So this video was just about that. How long should your runs be as a beginner? As simple as measure it in minutes. Get a good training plan. I have another video where I give you my running tips for beginners, like no BS. I'm still a beginner, so that is from a beginner's perspective, which I think is very important. But yeah, with this information that I just gave you, in a matter of weeks, I shift from having time sessions to actually running 1 kilometer. That was amazing. And then I was running 3K. When I ran 3K, it was like, okay, I just ran 3K and I'm not dying anymore. Before I couldn't run for 1 minute, but it couldn't have been possible without those 1 minute resting sessions. And in my case, after 10 weeks, I signed up for my first 5K race, and it was amazing. And I got into my first race and I was running, I had my bibs on, and that was actually so far my fastest 5K. And I've been running for a year, and I just realized, hey, my fastest 5K was that day when I was actually my first 5K race. Now I'm actually training to see if I can beat the time, if I can make a sub 30. Yeah, after a while you will start chasing those times. But at the beginning it is okay if you run a 5K in 40 minutes, or if you run a 10K in 1 hour and 20 minutes. You have your progress, you just focus on you. So if there is a line where I can put the idea that I want to give you with this video is that if you're a beginner, stop before you're tired at the beginning and just come back tomorrow. And do not demand your body to be a pro athlete at the beginning, right? You're not, and a pro athlete becomes a pro athlete after several years. You're not here for that. You're here to just enjoy the sport. This is a video and a series of video about beginner runners. I hope you can go and check out the other videos in my channel. I'm trying to upload every Friday, and that's it. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. If you think somebody needs to hear this, you can share it with someone. That would really help grow this channel. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next one.